Some people have an entire watch collection to serve for only one purpose. Some people have a single watch for everything. But can a field watch be the only watch you'll ever need? Hamilton Watch Company was founded in the late 19th century in Pennsylvania, USA, in a time when the transportation industries were flourishing. It all started by creating pocket watches for the railroads, watches so useful for preventing accidents on the railroads, which were very common at that time. The company grew along with the American industry by using the modern production methods to become a very efficient fine watchmaker. This allowed for the production of accurate pocket and wristwatches that were now accessible for a wide range of American citizens, not only for the wealthy. The World Wars required serious involvement from the watch manufacturer, as they had to provide accurate and reliable tool watches for all the military departments, field, navy, and aviation. After the World Wars were finished, it was time to get back to the drawing board and use pure imagination to create some of the most emblematic watches of the time. The American film industry stepped in, pushing the watchmaker to develop many creative designs and technical innovations that are still representative today. In current days, Hamilton is part of the Swiss Swatch Group along with brands like Omega, Longines, Tissot or Blancpain. American spirit, Swiss precision. The Khaki Field series is a retro-inspired line that pays homage to the World War II watches used by the American military. The name khaki refers to the light brown uniforms used throughout the wars, which are meant to provide some degree of camouflage to the soldiers on the field. The watches had to be accurate, but more importantly, they had to be reliable and robust in order to withstand the tough conditions on the battlefield. They need to be easily readable on daytime and nighttime with a low overall weight, and the straps had to be strong, durable and easy replaceable. These exact qualities are entirely found in the current Hamilton Khaki Field watch line. Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic is a 40mm steel watch with a total lug-to-lug size of 47mm. This size makes it a perfect fit for any wrist of 6 to 7 inches. The water resistance rating is a standard 100 meters, which means you do not have to worry about everyday activities that involve water. However, since it does not feature a screw-down crown, it is not recommended to take it out for diving. The movement in this watch is an in-house Swiss automatic caliber called Hamilton H10. It uses the ETA 2824-2 as a base, a movement which is probably the most reliable and dependable mass-produced automatic Swiss caliber of the last decades. In addition, Hamilton made a few key changes that made this caliber just a bit more appealing. It has an 80-hour power reserve, which is a huge improvement over the 48-hour of the base. This achievement was possible thanks to an improved mainspring and many other refinements in the entire kinematic chain. The BPM of this watch has been reduced from 8 ticks per second to only 6 ticks per second to reduce the workload and the long time wear of the components. The movement is somewhat regulated from the factory so that the owners can brag with an accuracy of around ± 1 second per day in real life conditions. The caliber design is simple and industrial looking, lacking any decorations or elegant details. The only sign of personalization is the monoblock rotor, which is skeletonized with an H shape. The case design is simple, without any flamboyant buttons or flashy bezel. The only added touch is a see-through caseback which is not a common feature in field watches, but it does let you see the watch heart ticking. The case finish is satin over all surfaces except for the crown and the thin bezel. So far, this watch is no different to any casual or even dress watch. So what is it that makes this piece a true military watch? The dial. The dial design is as functional as a three-hand watch dial can be. It is painted in black without any special shine or fancy pattern, and it includes printings in Arabic numerals for hours, minutes, and seconds. The printings are so specific so that you can read the hours in the 24-hour format and the minutes or seconds to any multiple of 5. There are also 2 printed rulers which will show not only the minute or the second unit, but every quarter of those units. The hour and minute hands have an interesting syringe shape with a very sharp end that allows them to precisely point on any of the ruler divisions. The second hand is very long and thin with a triangle indicator and a small lollipop on the other end. On the 3 o'clock position there is a small square date window. The addition of this aperture breaks the symmetry of the watch by pushing the hour indicator to the side. There are no uplight indices on this dial, everything is just painted with a thinner or a thicker layer of paint. The lume on this dial is bright enough to be easily legible, but it only lasts for a few hours. The price of this watch makes it a very interesting option for entering the Swiss automatic watch world. It costs more than the standard Swiss quartz or the Japanese automatic, but considerably less than most of the Swiss automatics. The official retail price is $695, but it can be found for as low as $430 on some online stores. The good. This watch has a good quality case with a nice proportion to it. It has a Swiss-made movement with a good accuracy and reliability. It has an 80 hours power reserve. It has a see-through caseback that is fixed down with screws, and it looks good on a wide variety of straps. The bad. The dial lacks any sign of depth, applied indices, or dial pattern. The watch cannot be fitted with a metal bracelet. Even though Hamilton provides a metal bracelet option, it just does not match the watch personality. The seconds hand sweep could be smoother. It ticks only 6 times per second, while the standard for Swiss automatics is 8 times per second. So, what are the exact qualities a timepiece has to have to be the only watch you need? First, it has to have a good quality case, made of adequate materials and with a good quality finish. Then it has to come from a respectable brand. It has to be a reasonable size and weight. It has to be accurate, reliable, and easy readable. It has to be tough and robust like any adventure watch. It has to look stealthy enough so that it can fit under any suit, just like a dress watch. It has to be flashy enough to draw attention from other watch lovers. And last but not least, it has to have its own story. Does the Hamilton Khaki Field tick all of these boxes? Can it really be the only watch that you need? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video.